The Windsor Lancers men's basketball team is a talented bunch. With smooth guard play and electrifying athleticism on the wing, the Lancers have one of the deepest teams in the country. However, their chances of being a legitimate title contender lay heavily on the shoulders of their starting power forward, Lien Phillip.
My name is Lien Phillip. I'm a small forward for the Windsor Lancers. I majored in business administration. Why I chose the University of Windsor? My coach, when I started playing basketball in grade 10, I met this coach. He was born in Grenada, but he lived in Toronto all his life. And I went to IMG Academic, and he told me, he's like, you know what? He always used to say this quote to me, he's like, it doesn't matter where you play, it's how you play. Coach is always going to find you. He's like, you could come to Canada and do the same thing you could do in America. And I said, you know what? I always believe in him. You never guide me wrong, and I came here. And it's so true, you know? If I was in America, I wouldn't be able to play for the Canadian team. You know, so it's like a path. You know, he told me, he's like, it doesn't matter where you play, son. That's all he told me. It's like, it doesn't matter where you play, son. It's how you play that's going to get you where you want to be. And that turned out to be so true. And I tell the players that all the time. Coach Oliver, he was just, he makes sure I come here, you know? He showed me, he told me, he's like, you know what? He's like, you could be really effective here. You know, I wanted to stay home. I wanted to stay close to home. I don't really have a lot of family, and I'm a Canadian citizenship, and I wanted to stay home. You know, I wanted to because I have one of my aunts who lives in Toronto. I wanted to stay close to home. I don't really like I don't like going places when I don't really know a lot of people. You know. And Josh Collins, me and him went to 5-star basketball camp when I was 17, when I was finishing high school. So when I saw him, because I came on a recruiting trip with him, when I saw him coming here, it kind of gives me a little bit more, okay, I know this guy, you know? So instead of me going away to where I don't know anyone, I know him, so me and him could relate, you know? And when I came here, it was like family, you know? They treated me like family. No one ever treated me in no disrespecting manner. Everybody treated me like family. You know, like I was chilling with all those guys when I came here. You know, they showed me a lot of love. So I decided to give it a try. You know, my coach told me, he's like, you come here for 1 year and see what it is. You know, you can feel it out. I came here and I loved it. So I decided to stay, you know. I decided to stay, and it turns out to be a wonderful opportunity. I'm getting my education, and I'm doing the things I love to do the most. You can't go wrong when you're doing that.
Well, I'd say Lien is probably our most vocal leader. I mean, he's a passionate guy. He plays with passion. I think that's why he plays so hard. And you know, he's always willing to be able to do whatever it takes to be able to help our team win. And you know, I think those are some of the traits that make him a very good leader within our team. And you know, for us, I think the other part is just the culture of setting, you know, how hard he works in terms of his work ethic and his approach he takes to games, about, you know, approaching things professionally and in a proper way. And you know, I think those things certainly are demonstrated by his work ethic and his approach to the game.
In the summer of 2011, Phillip was a member of Team Canada at the 26th Summer Universiade, an Olympic-style tournament for university-level athletes. It was followed by a trip to Mexico for the Pan American Games.
Well, what happened at first, I came from Grenada, right? So I came here, I was coming to school, but a lot of the coaches never knew that I was a Canadian citizen. So my coach, what we do, we send in the form, letting them know that I'm Canadian, so that I could play for Canada first of all. So doing that, and then after a while, my coach was like, let's wait and see what's going to happen. I went to France playing a basketball tournament, came back, got an email saying that I got invited to the team. You know, it was real good. You know, it was exciting because I was like, you know, you get to play, and plus I get to go to China, some place, man, I never thought I would have been in my life, you know? And it was just one of those experiences, man, like, you know, like going there and experiencing the level of basketball in university players is amazing, you know? It makes me even want to work harder every day, makes me want to put in that extra effort, you know, and it makes me want to lead guys, makes me want to show first year guys you have to work much harder when you try to make it much farther, you know? So it was good, it was great, actually. Competition was great. Basketball there was, in China you can see Chinese people, they live for basketball. You know, they don't see a 6'8" guy on a regular day, you know? So basically it was all athletes from all over the world, university students. So there was people from UK, USA, all over Europe. And there was like Man, I could tell you there was from China, but from all over China. You know, there was different Chinese teams from all over. Like when we got there, the Chinese have their own building where they were staying. It was like a huge place where they were staying. It was crazy. You know, it was a real nice experience, you know, going there, and they had their own separate campus. So basically they built it for that games only. The Pan Am Games we got selected to the Pan Am Games. The Pan Am Games kind of opened up my eyes even more, because the Pan Am Games is basically pro players. It's not like China where you're playing university players who's at similar level to you. You're playing guys who get paid millions and thousands of dollars to play. So going there, the experience even opened up my eyes even more. When we got there, you see a whole bunch of players. I see Jose Barbera, who won a championship with Dallas. We was playing against him, you know. We was playing against those kind of guys, you know, guys who play professional. We was there. It was an amazing experience, you know, like to see like people compete, you know, like you could see, man, like the passion for the sport was crazy, you know. You like that level, like playing at that level when you're not at that level makes you want to get to that level. You know, it makes you even more hungry. You know, like coming back from there makes me even want to win CIS championships, makes me want to even go play pro, makes me want to work harder. You know, makes me just want to ball, makes me just want to, you know, because that level, because when you love something you do, you know what I mean? Like you want to give it your all, you know, the passion, you know, like you even develop more passion for that. You know, it was amazing.
Well, I think he's had definitely an improvement in terms of his feel for the game and his understanding of the game, and you know, I think that's what he got, that experience of playing against pro players, and you know, seeing how well they make decisions within a game. And you know, Lien's still very much in his developmental phase as a basketball player, and you look at how talented he is, and I guess that's maybe a surprising statement, but you know, he's far from a polished player, and you know, some of the things that he needs to develop and work on, you know, I think he was exposed to when he was over there. In August, he missed some Division I games, and in October, he missed some non-conference games. And what we found out is we're obviously a better team with Lien in our lineup than without, and that's no surprise. I mean, but at the end of the day, you've got to judge, well, you know, what's the best thing for his development, and what's the best thing for the development of you know, him as a person and as an athlete. And there's just opportunities that he couldn't turn down. So, you know, in the end, I think it served two purposes. One is he had a great experience, and two, I think it helped some of our other players be able to develop a little bit more of a leadership role, but also develop more of a role in general. And you know, some of our younger posts and some of our younger players got more opportunities to play.
When I miss those games, I wanted to play those games because, you know, I think those games, I think it helps with bonding, you know. Like during the off season, it was bonding. But one of the things, the reason why I wasn't worried, because I never went home. I stayed here and worked on my game all off season. And most of the players stayed here and worked on our game, so we had a whole bonding, you know. So they knew that I have to leave for a while was okay, you know, and they had a lot of success even when I was gone. So that success that they have when I was gone, when I was come back, being a leader, I could just add myself back into the piece, you know. And that's one of the things, I think that's why we have some more success right now. The fact that I could bring what I took from all those places, you know, and add it to what I already have when I wasn't there. You know, I think that's what's helping us to be successful right now. You know, and being a leader. So now I went there and I got all those different things from different players to help be a better leader. Now I could show all those guys, even those new guys, and even the leaders, Josh and Rico, I could help them be better leaders. You know, so it didn't affect me at all. It kind of helped me, and it's helping my team. See, first and second year, I wasn't really, my personal skills was terrible. My personal skills was extremely terrible. I could say extremely because I couldn't take feedback. I couldn't take extreme feedback. You know, like you could talk to me, I would listen, but I don't want to hear it. But traveling, going to Mexico, going to China, going to France, showed me as a player to be an extremely good player. You could have as much skills as you can, but if you can't take feedback from your coaches and teammates, you're not really that good of a player. You know, so that is what I think carried over from France, China, and Mexico into this season. And I think in playoff time, now I'm always on guys about that. It's going to help. When I was growing up, a lot of opportunities. I never had a lot of opportunities. You know, having an opportunity to play basketball, to get an education right now, having this opportunity to even do this interview is amazing. You know, doing things that you never thought you'd be doing is amazing. You know, I never thought I'd be in this position right now. Being in this position right now, it feels great. You know, it feels great to show people that, you know what, it doesn't matter where you come from, you can do anything.